Hello and welcome to the demo of the prototype that I designed for wheelbase.co.uk. It's basically an e-commerce website which supplies and sells e-bikes, electric bikes, manual bikes, and all these sports accessories. So first of all, I designed the logo of the website because the existing logo I found it very old-fashioned and was not coordinating with the minimalist and modern theme that I have redesigned for the website. So after changing the logo, I redesigned this area which comes above the header. It's usually the navigation bar, and I redesigned these very important buttons. They are pretty much important in any e-commerce website. This sign in button from where the user can log in or register, and then we have this feature which is also on the existing website where the user can compare their products. They may add the products in the compare list one by one and then compare their prices or their brands. But in the existing website, the user doesn't have the option to add the products to the cart or in their wish list through this compare page. But in order to make it user friendly, I have also given the user the option so that they can easily add the product in the cart from this page, or maybe they can, if they like the product, they can add it in their wish list as well. They can also delete the product from the compare list and add another one, or if they have, there are times when they accidentally click the delete button, so they can undo and the product appears again. So like the comparison, we have this wish list as well, and also in the existing website they have the wish list, but it did not have this option of adding it to the cart and to the comparison list directly from here. So if a user has finally decided to buy this product, they can add to the cart from here, or they can add, or maybe if they want to compare it before buying it, so they can click here and the product will be added in the compare list. Existing website, as you can see that this area is pretty much cluttered and not very visible buttons. Even in the usability test, the participants were troubled finding these buttons. So yeah, I made sure that these buttons in the redesigned prototype are legible and this area is neat. Now let's follow the task which I choose for the hierarchical task analysis and explore this prototype more. So the task is find the cheapest Mondraker e-bike and add it to the cart. I have divided this task in 3 parts. The first one is to find the Mondraker e-bike. Second one is to make sure it's cheap. And the third one is to either add it to the wish list or compare list or simply to the cart. So this task covers all the nuances that must be built in an e-commerce website, like finding the right product, setting the price range, and then adding it to the wish list or comparison list or the checkout. So let's follow the steps in order to complete this task. So in order to find the Mondraker, the user will either use the search bar or the navigation bar. Since it's a Mondraker e-bike, we will click electric. And going through all these brands, we click Mondraker e-bike. And here we have all the Mondraker e-bikes. So the first task is complete. Let's move on to the second task. And the second task is to make sure that the bicycle that we are going to buy is going to be the cheapest one. So in the existing website, this filter area, let's have a look at the existing website and see the filter area. You see this filter area, it is very messy, it's very complicated, and it doesn't have a proper price filter. Like it only says it's mentioning only the the definite price. It's either 1,000 or 1,500. So during the usability test, the participants were pretty much confused when they saw this, and they were looking for a button which should say low to high or high to low. So I redesigned this filter area and I tried to simplify it. I have also added the model year and colors. So I click low to high, and then the products will be arranged in that order. The price in the ascending order. So this one is the cheapest, and then the price increases. So I click this Mondraker Ebike. Now the second part of the task is also done, and let's move on to the third part. So this is the page from where the user decides if they want this product or not. So I had to make sure that this page is designed in a way that the user can easily decide what they have to do. As you can see that I have put a lot of emphasis on the name of the product, the price, the add to cart button, and compare list button, and the wish list button. But if you see in the existing website, let's have a look. This page gave the most trouble to the participants, almost to all of the participants, because of this unnecessary emphasis on payment method buttons, due to which the participants could not focus on the rest of the buttons. Like you see these add to wish list button and compare button is just too small, because a buyer doesn't always come with the intention of buying the product. Sometimes they just want to compare it, or sometimes they just want to add it to the wish list and not necessarily would like to add it to the cart. So I made sure that these buttons are equally prominent on this page. So I rearranged this area. The second problem was in the existing website. When the participant would click on add to compare list or add to wish list, the page would just refresh and nothing would happen. So the participants were expecting to get a notification from the website saying that this product has been added in the wish list. So what I did was, when a participant will or a user will click the button add to wish list, a pop-up or a notification will appear directing at this button, telling that the item has been added to the wish list. So the participant or the user can view the wish list from here. So when I click the wish list, it takes me to the wish list page. Another pop-up for the add to cart button. And from here, looking at this, the user can, even if they don't want this to be added in the cart, they can delete it directly from here. And then, they may check out from here, or they can, view the cart from here. So if they click on the view cart, this appears. I have divided the cart page into sections. The first one has the list of the items, the quantity, the price, the subtotal, and also this delete button, this trash can, from where they can delete the item if they don't want it in their cart. The second one is the order summary, which will show the total amount of the items, and also they'll have this opportunity to add a promotional code if they have one. In the current website, as you can see here, that the cart page is pretty much scattered with a huge list of, I mean, the list has taken a lot of space on the whole page, and I think the user will have to scroll down to see the order summary, which is kind of an effort for the user and doesn't look user friendly. So that's why I have tried my best to, make the most of the space, and I have tried to, adjust the order summary here along with the list of the items so that, this whole page looks as a whole and not scattered. So here the task ends, and once the user clicks pay securely, the checkout process will start. So that's about it, and I've tried my best to make this website as user-friendly as possible, making sure that the user feels confident buying the products from this website. And I hope you will find these redesign recommendations better than the existing website. And thank you so much for your time.